Hello, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 9th of September. Now you'll have to excuse my doggo Sprocket is just down here, and yes, it's a rainy day. I thought I'd come out and shoot it under my little awning here, and of course Sprocket found the only bone in the yard, so he's chewing his little kangaroo tail scraps, so excuse the chewing. You know what my dogs are like. Sophie's asleep inside with my daughter who happened to sprain her ankle this morning. Never boring, is it, being a parent? So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit those like buttons guys, and chat to me. You know I love hearing from you down below. We have some real laughs on this channel and never boring. And also shout out to all you guys over in England, London. The Queen died today. For anyone who hasn't heard, I'm sure there's not many of you left that haven't heard, because it's plastered on every news channel and everywhere. So that's a bit of a sad day. We all pretty much had a bit of a soft spot for the Queen, didn't we? Most of us here did. The only downside of it all is that it is highlighting to all of us, which is all you people out there watching my channel who are awake, that we now know Prince Charles is going to be, well, he is king. Apparently he's already, I think, in that position, which for all of us here who know about the Great Reset agenda, it's not all that positive, because we know he's very big on wanting to bring out all the renewables, and we know that the Netherlands is being touched. We know there's a lot going on, and we know he's very pally-pally with Klaus Schwab, who's, you know, created the Great Reset. So we're just going to have to see what comes from all of this, but we do know that Charles is now king, so king of the castle. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's close my eyes, we'll get started. Enough of doom and gloom. Well, let's get into something positive. Okay, let's see what we get. I'm getting Denmark, I'm getting Munich rising. There's a lot of people standing up, there's a lot of fight backs. A lot of people are starting to figure out how they can push back against government, and these leaders, they're starting to work that out. These people are waking up. I keep saying that. It's very slow, but they are starting to become aware that there's more hidden beneath the surface, meaning they know now, these people waking up, that they're not getting the full story. God, we've known it for quite a while now, but they're not getting the full story, and they can tell there's a few things missing. Like I keep saying, it's they can't join the dots. Let's see where else we go with this today. I'm getting Germany's rising. I've been getting Germany for quite a while now. I'd say probably a good 3 or 4 weeks. And I'm definitely getting that Germany is rising. There's a real shaking up of the energy in Germany. People aren't going to stand for it. They're not going to stand for being dictated to. It's happened in their past, as we know. There's a lot of deep trauma in these countries around a lot of things that have happened in their past, and they don't want to be going through that again. They feel, see, these people in like Germany, that they need to rise up now because they don't want to be taken over, because they know how easily that can happen. So I am getting Germany. They should be rising up there. Definitely Germany. I don't know what's going on over there, but there's something going on. I hope you guys are aware of it. I keep saying that. Look, it could just be part of the rollout. I keep saying around the renewables, but there could even be more to that. Maybe they're trialling other parts of the reset. We know that this reset is very complex. I talked about the second book and things like that, but they're starting to bring more things out. And I said it this morning, I think it was, or yesterday, about them pushing the dirt over people with the big bulldozer now. They're just like bulldozing people, not just in Germany. I would say that's globally. And now with Charles in, it's going to be interesting to see. All right, let's see where else we go. Now I'm getting that a lot of these people from the cities are wanting to sort of, well, I guess you could say it's either you go for the sea change or you go for the tree change. So a lot of people, I think, are going to start to want to move out of the cities, because I keep saying how they're trying to implement this reset into the major cities. This is globally. They're wanting to implement and bring those things in now. So a lot of people are wanting to jump ship. They're wanting to move sort of to coastal towns, or they're wanting to sort of move to those country sleepy villages. People are starting to become aware of what's happening in the cities. It's much easier, I keep saying, to roll these things out in the cities because it's not as noticeable, but people are still awake up because they're starting to realise they're not going to be able to afford moving into the future to live in the cities. And now this is what these government leaders and these people bringing out the reset agenda are wanting, because they want to do the affordable housing and all this simplified living where it's all renewable, and they're building these smart cities. I told you Perrottet's already brought out that they've designed 6 already. I think it's Newcastle, Wollongong, all up the east coast, and I did a little bit of research on that last night. I think I shared them to my Facebook page, Chrissy Fitzgerald, Psychic Life Coach. If not, I will today. And I found a video, yes, of our current Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, from 11 years ago. Yes, 11 years ago. And he's talking about the speed trains, the speed rails up the east coast of Australia, which is where they're putting all the smart cities. So it's coming out, it's obvious, it's in people's faces now. They're not even hiding it, they really aren't. They're, like I said, they're just bulldozing people now. They might as well bulldoze these cities and put up their big smart city. But I am getting that people are looking for that sea change and tree change because they think it's going to be more affordable. Look, once upon a time, and you guys would be the same in the countries that you guys are living in as well, that was the situation. But I can tell you now, living in the country, house prices have gone up crazy. They're almost equal to the city prices, because a lot of people, particularly where I live in the Snowy Mountains, a lot of people moved from, for example, Sydney, sold up, and now they've bought big homes up in the mountains. And so the prices have all gone up because a lot of people in the cities have moved away. So we've got, as you guys all know, housing prices have gone through the roof. They are about to drop. I'm not sure by how much, but we know it's going to create a change in the market again. Oh, it's just overwhelming, isn't it, to think about it all? But I am getting that. A lot of people are going to be looking at the sea changes and the tree change. And you can't really blame them, because if you're living in the city, your life's going to be really tracked and traced. And you're just going to have no privacy. And I would say you're probably going to have no joy either, because your life's going to be so restricted and you're going to be dictated to. And this is like a fair way ahead. Oh, sorry, Sprocket's wanting all my attention as usual. Come here. Come and say hello to everybody. Come on. Come. Oh, he's too tired. The rain makes him all weary. Oh no, here he comes. And he's come to say hello. Oh, with his bottom. Let's see what else we get today. So people are looking for that change. Well, we know a lot of people left Victoria here, and I'm sure it's happened in Canada. I bet a few people have exited Canada and moved a bit further abroad. I'll see what else we get today. Hang on. For some reason I'm getting Washington, D.C. Now, this could be something around, I was saying the other day that there's going to be some corruption things coming out, that there's going to be like tapes or something like that coming out where people are going to get caught out, but it's not going to be the big wigs. We know it never is. It's going to be the patsies who are going to take the fall and like be the fall guy. That's what I'm getting, but I'm getting Washington, D.C. There's something happening in that area. And it could be, I feel, to do with that corruption we were talking about. Someone getting filmed or caught out, big scandal, you know, but they're just the little patsy. We know it's never the big. It's like when they make drug busts and things like that. Like, they only really ever like get the little people. They never get the real people who are really running the show, do they? It's that same kind of thing. But I am getting that for Washington. Is it DC? I don't know what the DC stands for, but it is. I'm getting that for Washington. Oh, we know how much corruption there would be there. Oh my God. Just, oh my God. I won't even go there. Okay, let's see where else we go today. I told you here that we were going to have daycare centres were striking. A lot of these daycare centres were starting to stand up now, because I think what's happening is that they're trying to really get, we talk a lot here about, oh, hello, darling, my big boy. We talk a lot here about the indoctrination of school kids. Well, I did tell you that they're going to take this back even further. Perrottet here in New South Wales is trying to get kids to start school a year earlier. So that would mean that they start about 4 or 5. So I feel like they're really pushing the education of the early childcare, and that's why there's a lot of people in this industry kind of fighting back, because they want to be recognised and on the equivalent of money and respect as teachers. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like it sort of feels like to me that long daycare centres, I don't know what you call them over where you guys are, but in Australia we call them long daycare centres, where you can drop your kids off really early and pick them up really late. It's very good for working mums before their kids go to school, because they sometimes have a preschool system as well. So it's like this early learning centres. But I do feel like there's this transitional change happening around these. They're becoming more education centres. And that's what I'm getting. They're kind of going to, they're going to change. They're not going to be just daycare centres anymore. They're going to be like real early learning centres. That's what I'm getting. I'm just seeing that it's not just going to be like a babysitting and daycare anymore. It's going to be like educating, and we know that that's what they do. That's what they, want to do. This would be all part of the reset too. They want to indoctrinate kids even younger and because look, I have an adopted child, for example, and this is just an example, and we got her around too, and she's got some things that are so deeply ingrained in some of her traumas that even up to that age of 2, it just shows you the impact that things can have on these children emotionally and that sort of thing. So this is why they're trying to get to the children like before they're 2. They want to plant they want to plant seeds. We know they are. Transhumanism, we know how it all goes, all these things that they're, oh my gosh, it just goes over our head sometimes, doesn't it? There's that much coming at us. But that's what I'm getting. They're going to really look at the early childhood education. It's a big part. I feel like it's a big part of the reset agenda. That could be what's in the second book, maybe, if there is a second book. That's what I'm getting. So there's a lot of changes coming to that industry as well. That's why a lot of them are standing up. You might find that globally too. There might be more of those. We might start to hear more about the daycare industries changing, protesting, standing up, striking, because they want to be recognised and equivalent to the teachers. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see where else we go. Oh, I just heard, it's so weird, isn't it? I just heard that where I live in the country, there's a lot of chooks and things in people's yards and farms and things. And I've just heard this rooster you can just hear him I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's in the distance, what do you call it, a rooster squawking or whatever they do. I don't know what you call it. He's doing the old cock-a-doodle-doo thing. Well, I'm getting that. It's like these leaders, and this is how we're going to view them. They're going to be like really cocky, like they're getting around like the rooster in the chicken pen. They're going to really take charge now, and we're going to really notice. I always talk here about body language and things, but we're going to really start to notice how empowered they're going to be feeling. Their body language is really going to start to change. See, even the Queen dying, as much as it's very sad, and like, no disrespect to the Queen, because we all loved her, but she was from a different generation. But we all know that Charles and all these leaders, Liz Truss, Albanese, just to name a few. Oh, not to forget Trudeau and Macron, of course. Jacinda Ardern. Sorry, New Zealand. I nearly forgot you guys over there. Oh, look, there's that many of them. It's an endless list. But this is what I'm getting. They're going to be parading around like the rooster in the chicken coop now, in charge of all the little peasant chicks and hens and all this. That's what I'm getting. And our job, and this is how they view us, our job will be just to and lay the eggs, and that's how they see us. And they will be in charge. They'll get first selection of the food, and they'll just get around in their egos, I guess you could call it. When you think of a rooster, they have a pretty big ego, don't they? So that's how they're viewing all of us, like the little hens that, get second meals and just do as we're told and stay locked up while the rooster parades around the yard. This is what I'm getting. That's kind of how these leaders are now starting to see themselves as the head honchos of the chicken coop. There's an image, isn't it? Oh my God. But that's what I'm getting. Oh my God. We do have to laugh at it, don't we? You really do, because it's almost like, it just seems, I know for you guys watching my channel, sometimes you just think, oh my God, things just keep going their way, don't they? But they're not. I keep saying that the rollout has not gone smoothly, and we know it hasn't because they've had to pull their head in a few times, these government leaders. But again, because the Queen's just died, we know that they are going to be able to bulldoze a bit and push dirt over the people, and try and smother them so they don't have a voice. We know that's going to come, but see, we're prepared for it. And these are the things that I keep saying to you. When we knew that the Queen had died today, it planted straight in our minds. We went straight to Charles, and we all knew. I bet all of you out there, let me know what you thought when you first heard that news. I know you guys would be thinking just like I did. We all just went straight to the reset going, oh no, because we know the power that the royal family has. Gosh, all you guys out there know, the royal family has a lot of puppet masters going way, way back, and we all know there's these connections. It's very intricate. We often call it like a tangled kind of web of people in the background that are pulling all the strings, manipulating everything like the puppet masters. So we all knew that as soon as Charles came in, that there was going to be a little bit of a refreshing of the rollout. I can't help myself but take him off because he drives me crazy. Oh, he's not one of my favourite people. Oh, Charles. Let's see what else we get today. I'm getting Island's rising. I'm getting that. Ireland just wants to feel their joy again. Ireland's like one of these, you think of Ireland, you think of like St. Patrick's Day, and you think of all the look of the Irish and all that. We've talked about it here on my channel before. I feel like Ireland's going to be standing up because they just want their old fun life back. You know, having that ale in the pub and all that sort of stuff. I don't know, I'm doing like English and Irish accents. Sorry guys, I better just stick to my Aussie. I think I'm better at that. So that's what I'm getting. There's this luck of the Irish, but the Irish are fighting back. I'm definitely getting the Irish are fighting back. Come here, Spocky. Come and say hello. Oh, he's gone all shy. He's so funny. He's always got to be with me. Oh, I've got to hold his hand. Sophie's inside asleep. She doesn't care less. But Sprocket's always really clingy. He's got to have me with him. It's just security. He's had so much trauma, the poor thing, in his life. Let's see what else we get. But I am getting Ireland. They're going to stand up. Oh, wouldn't it be great? It's so good. It's so good to just see all different places coming together and standing up and supporting each other, isn't it? With their fight backs. Let's see what else we get. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here's the guides. They're giving me a song. We always get songs here. If you bear with me if you're new, because we do get a lot of music here. I'm getting the U2 song Lemon. And what they're saying is like Prince Charles is a real lemon. We might need to go and listen to the words of that U2 song, Lemon. But when you think of a lemon, it's like when you get a bit of a dodgy car or something like that. It's a bit of a lemon. That's a saying we have in Australia. I don't know if you guys actually have that saying, but it means something's a bit dodgy and it's not the greatest. It's a bit of a lemon, meaning, and I think that's what they're saying for Charles. He's going to be a bit of a lemon. But we know why, don't we? We see through things. So I'm getting that song Lemon. So go and listen to that. I don't know what the word... Oh, I love U2. I'm a huge U2 fan. I've seen them in concert a couple of times, actually, when I was younger. Oh, they're absolutely brilliant. They sound exactly the same in concert as they do on their albums. The longevity. Oh, I just love Bono and all that. Brilliant. And The Edge. Oh, so good. So let's go listen to the song Lemon today, because I think Charles is going to be a bit of a lemon. I think we already know that though, don't we? Let me see if there's something to close with today. Now, we've got to not stop believing. Sometimes it's hard, isn't it? I know with this whole thing going down today that it's probably knocked a lot of the wind out of our sails, because we sort of start going along and people are standing up and we get really energized and excited. But then something like this happens, it knocks the winds out of our sails, and then we get the lemon of like Charles is now king, who's huge on the reset. And we've got to still keep believing. That's what the guides are saying to us. It's like they're giving me a song. I think it's by the Monkeys, isn't it? I'm a Believer. Yeah, it's the Monkeys. I'm a Believer. And we're believers that we can rise above all this and that the real truths are going to come out. And that's what the guides are saying to us. Just stay on that narrative. Just know that the truths are going to come out and things are going to be heard. We're off living our best life. All this going on doesn't affect, well, it affects us a little bit. We get the ripple effect. But, you know, could you imagine if you've been lied to for 3 years by your government, your health professionals, or your leaders, you know, how are you going to feel? Like, I think that's what we've got to just sit with and process today, knowing how these people are going to feel. They're going to feel really pissed off and angry. And that's why I always tell you to stay away from them. So we have to keep believing. We have to be a believer, like the Monkeys song, and just focus on that these things are coming out. And they're coming out at a good pace because people really are seeing them. They are. You don't have to worry about it because people are seeing the truths now. I always say maybe not around the jab. It is a very delicate topic. Always be very careful about that. But I do believe that people are seeing the truth because they're being forced to. Because it's not hidden anymore. It's all being served out on their silver platter. Oh my goodness. As long as they don't take it off the silver platter. That's what we want now, these compliers, not to take any food or drinks off the silver platter that's being served to them by these government leaders. Oh my goodness. Hang on a sec. Can you hear that rooster in the background? I keep getting just visions of these cocky leaders just marching around. Oh my God. But see, this is what the guides are saying too. When they're like these big roosters and they're really cocky and they have these really big egos, that's what I keep saying to you. They're still competing amongst each other. They still compete with each other. I said that they're competing with their resources, all the countries now, and they're competing with who's going to be the quickest to get the smart rails out and who's going to build the smart cities. And, oh, it's all go like here in New South Wales, of course, and then Daniel Andrews has his medical corporate centres, like who's going to be the... It's this big competition now, and none of us little peasants and little people are in it, so we don't even have to worry about it. We'll just let them go and sort out all their shit and rubbish that they're trying to sort out on their big global agenda. Oh my God, it's just insane, isn't it? It really is. Hang on a sec. Yeah, and I'm getting that for these people waking up. They're downtrodden, they're frightened, they're fearful of their future. They know something's happening. They're not disregarding things because they know that things are going to have a big effect on them. For example, interest rates or blah, 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 renewables. God, imagine when they find out they're going to have to eat bugs and no more meat. Oh my gosh. That is going to cause such an uprising. Look at Netherlands. People are going to be in such shock. They really are. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Yep, and that's what I'm getting for us. We just have to be the believers and believe that this is all opening up and happening and that the truths are coming out. And they are. The truths are coming out, and that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Bye, everybody. I'm going to go and cozy up inside because it's such a wet, rainy day here. Got Sprocko here. Say goodbye, Sprocket. I'll show you his little face. He's so cute. Oh, get a puppy kiss. Oh, I love him. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. I'll come on. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me comments down below. I love hearing from you and get your feedback of what you thought when Charles became king. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. Bye, everybody. Bye.